have in my hand a Stanley dual arm TV bracket. It can support TVs from 13 to 37 inches, and it's available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie. So this is an absolutely super TV bracket. Of all the range of TV brackets we're ever sold, Stanley is definitely the best. And we're now able to offer the full range at an incredible knockdown price, simply because we've bought up all of the Stanley stock that was left on the marketplace. And it didn't really take off the marketplace, possibly because the pitched price may be too high, but in terms of build quality it was super. But what we've been able to do now is buy everything up and offer it out at more or less standard prices for what is completely a premium product. So let's just have a look at what you're going to get if you buy this product off you. So free delivery with it. So this is the outer box here, and it just shows the product here in the description. So we have a user manual that comes with it as well that's reasonably detailed, and a lot of accessories, and I'll explain each of them as we go in turn. So the build quality is absolutely super. So the front part plate here is obviously where we'd mount the television onto it, and it supports the VESA standard. So the VESA standard is common across all TV brackets, all televisions, and it's the hole spacing that you have when you actually go to mount your television. So the standard one you'll have in smaller televisions is 100 by 100. So it means it's 100 millimeters center to center, or 100 millimeters this direction, but also it's 200 by 200, and indeed it's a mix of 100 by thing if you see the full pattern of the holes. So any television up to that size you can mount. You can actually have a television up to 18 kgs in this, which actually would be a lot larger, we'll say, than most 37-inch TVs, but that's just where they've pitched it, we'll say, for safety reasons. So we come along here, we'll say, we have an adjustment, the tilt angle here, so we can go plus 15, or plus 5, or minus 18 degrees or so. So we have great range there. When we actually go to lock this in, what happens is we just can adjust it at the right angle, and there's a little knock nut here you can turn by hand and lock it securely into position there just by hand. So that's quite attractive. So if we see the level of full motion, we call it full motion bracket here. So we have the bracket that mounts in the wall. We can mount it off to the side or directly behind like this. And we have a full 180 degree rotation here. Again, we have a full 180 degree rotation here, over there, in fact a little bit more, over and back. And then we have the same on front here where we have a lot of things. So it gives full flexibility on it. When we go and we successfully go to mount this, well, how will we mount this bracket onto the television? So you can see the bracket itself is effectively fully assembled when we get it. So what we'd normally be doing is we'll mount it directly onto the wall first. So there's 4 holes we'll be using here. So we mark out the holes, and what we'll do here is, 3 holes, we'll use the plugs and the screws here to mount directly in, and we'll lock and bolt it into position in that manner. And there's some washers that we can use here. And all of the wall mounting kit comes in a single bag here, so everything you need is there. When we actually come along to mount the bracket, or the television onto the bracket, then what we can do at this particular point in time is we can use the range of different size bolts that we have here. So I have one pack I've opened here already, so we have 4 bolts like this for a larger television. Then there's the medium size and the smaller. So it depends on the screw sizes on the thing. Normally you'll be using either the medium or the large, but it is theoretically possible on a very small television to use the smaller ones. And there's spacers here, and these are very important if you need to space out, or if there's a slight curvature on the television, you can move it with that as well, in terms of the curved TVs never quite took off. And there's more spacers here as well. Now, when you have it fully mounted on and you want to come along and you want to have a very neat finish on it, what you can do actually is you have clips you can slide on from top and bottom, and they'll just clip over, but they're purely for aesthetic purpose. Now this is both aesthetic and useful. It comes in another little pouch here. So what it is it'll come along and we'll actually mount this directly onto the bracket here. Just come here. And we'll clip it on there, see how it slides in. We have a little clip here that'll clip in and hold in position, and that's to neatly hold the cable. So instead of tie wrapping or something like that, if you're running cables out here, power leads, HDMI leads, etc., you can do it and have it very neatly run here, and it'll hold it if we're rotating it here in a fixed angle. So it just means that you can move the cables without damaging them, and a very neat way of doing it. So you can see the overall thing. Effectively assembled on this is 0. It comes pre-assembled. It's for the full range of televisions here, and the build quality on it's absolutely super. So this is a great product at a great price. So that's it, an overall view of the Stanley dual arm TV wall bracket, available with free delivery from freetv.ie.